All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and this one right here is coming from Dr. Steve. Now, this one right here, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about this today. It said that the riots explode in Philly as Democrat cities implode. Oh man, this right here don't sound good, but I definitely want to check this out. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about it. I heard a lot of y'all saying something about it in my last video that I did. So I'm like, let me check this right here out and see exactly what's going on. Now, like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. And I also want to thank everybody that clicked on this video for the very first time. I appreciate you as well. Hopefully you stick around. And without further ado, y'all, let's dive straight into this and let's see exactly what's going on, man. Because we know how these riots get, and it get crazy. But let's dive in and see what's going on. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. You security running. Oh, bro, yeah, that's crazy. Oh my God. This is just sad. The messed up part about it is, why is this girl laughing like it's funny? That's not funny. People stealing. This is stupid. People, man, this is sad.
What you're seeing happened just 5 minutes away from the Liberty Bell. This is all taking place in the shadow of Independence Hall, where both the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution were signed and ratified. This is what the Democrat Party has turned that nation into. And we're going to find out exactly why the Democrats are single-handedly destroying our cities and precisely what we can do about it. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your patron professor, here to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Also, make sure to share this video with friends and family. We are, unfortunately, once again being suppressed by big tech, so I need your help to get the hopeful message of this channel out to as many people as possible. So last night, hundreds of thugs looted stores in Center City, Philadelphia, causing hundreds of thousands of dollars of damage and theft.
That's
the
crazy.
Usual tired, boring, pathetic excuse was dug up once again. It was yet another supposed public protest against a police officer who was exonerated after having shot and killed a young black man some months back. The looting, in fact, was so predictable and embarrassing that the local media in Philly is going out of their way to say, hey, this has got nothing to do with the completely and totally peaceful protest that followed news of charges being dismissed against that police officer. Even the city's acting police commissioner is dutifully distancing these looters from the fiery but mostly peaceful protesters in Philly. It's just beyond comically absurd at this point. Now, what's happening in Philly is, unfortunately, the new normal. That's how Mike Cernovich is seeing this. He tweeted out, quote, Philadelphia shows how bad it's going to get next year. I can't emphasize this enough, and for my own karma, must continue nagging you people. This isn't the same country. You need to be prepared. This isn't some short-term thing you watch happen. You'll be an involuntary participant. And that's certainly how more and more companies and corporations are seeing it. Target has announced that they're shutting down 9 stores in 4 far leftist blue states in response to their rampant uncontrolled crime. The closures involve stores in New York, Seattle, San Francisco, and Portland, 4 of the bluest failures on the planet. The reasons cited were because, quote, theft and organized retail crime are threatening the safety of our team and guests. And it ain't just Target. CVS appears to be taking the most drastic measures. They've announced that they'll be closing upwards of, get this, 900 stores by the end of 2024, citing the epidemic of shoplifting as a major factor in their closings. Nancy Pelosi's San Francisco is one of the worst. The rampant crime and lawlessness that's infested her city has contributed inordinately to its economic cratering. Once known for its thriving business environment, San Francisco now suffers from a staggering 35% commercial vacancy rate. In fact, since COVID, San Francisco has actually lost half of its downtown stores. Areas that were once economically thriving have been turned into what's in effect little more than a ghost town at this point. But of course, this all begs the question, why?
That's what I'm saying.
Why are Democrats deliberately ruining our nation's cities and urban areas? Well, that is exactly what we're going to find out. But first, gang, big news. There are huge new designs in our merch store. We're gearing up for the upcoming election like no one else. .com. The fact that Democrats have destroyed our cities is frankly indisputable. You know, a couple of years back, the Washington Post actually ran a story complaining, whining that President Trump kept claiming that the most dangerous cities in America are all run by Democrats. And that article ironically only confirmed Trump's claim.
Yep.
They compiled a list of the 20 most violent cities in the nation, according to FBI statistics, which showed cities with the most violent crime in total, as well as the most violent crime per capita. And the article listed out city after city after city after city that were all run by Democrats. Of the top 20 most violent cities outright, 19 of the 20 were run by Democrats. Only one, Jacksonville, Florida, had a Republican mayor. When the Washington Post examined the data of violence per capita, none of the 20 most violent cities had a Republican government. Not one. The evidence is indisputable. Democrats are destroying our nation's cities. But why? Scholars point to two reasons. First, ideology. Like what we saw with the George Floyd riots, woke cultural Marxist ideology transforms the criminal into a victim, such that society and systemic inequities are to blame for their criminality. In other words, criminality is actually a cry for help.
I'm going to go ahead and say it, though. The most disturbing part about that video is whoever was holding that phone, all that laughing, that right there is not funny because somebody could have got killed, somebody could have got hurt, and this person just recording there laughing the whole time. When you got a bunch of kids just breaking and entering, going there, stealing cell phones, all of it like this. And just like he said, Democrats are just ruining everything. Trump called it out. Even Trump said it, that a lot of the most dangerous cities ran by Dems. But I mean, I hate when you get the person that be recording everything, be the one all that laughing, uncalled for laughing. Why are you laughing? That's not funny. People are breaking and entering, stealing cell phones, and now everything is going to be closed down. Eventually it ain't gonna be no Walmart no more. It ain't gonna be no CVS. It ain't gonna be no Walgreens, no dollar store. It ain't gonna be nothing. Guess what? Everybody finna have to start shopping for everything online. You gonna have to go to CVS online to get something. You got to go to Walmart online. Well, you know, Walmart already have online, but you sure enough gonna be having to order stuff off from Walmart online because they're gonna eventually start closing stores, closing that down as well. So. You know, saying stuff like this, it just pisses you off. Like, this is crazy. And the police is, you know, I guess they want that many police, but they were trying to, you know, stop as many of them as they can. But yet you got this girl that got the phone sitting up here just laughing like something is funny when somebody could have lost their life. Boy, the world we live in, man. Ugh.
It's an expression of the oppression and societal maltreatment, and thus such criminal acts should be treated not as crimes, but as cries. Cries of injustice, cries of discrimination, cries of oppression. And so, for example, in San Francisco, the decision to defund the police coincided with San Francisco having the highest property crime rate per capita among major cities. And shockingly, a recent poll revealed that nearly half, 45% of San Franciscans reported being victims of theft or assault. And the reason for this, of course, is uncomplicated. The city's district attorney actually admitted that only 2% of auto burglaries led to prosecution or arrest. With no deterrence against criminal activity, no law and order, you saw what happened.
Exactly. What they talking about, defund the police. Boy, just imagine if it ain't no police around and people would be breaking and stuff every day. Every day. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure a lot of you that's watching this right now, you probably feel the same way I feel about somebody doing that, busting out windows, robbing people, and now it's getting to the point for where a lot of these stores are deciding to shut down because they don't want to put their workers at risk. They don't want their workers being held at gunpoint over money out of cash register. So now they getting to the point where they talking about where over 900 some stores finna get shut down of CVS. So now if you want something from CVS, guess what? You finna have to go online and order it. It's the only way you're gonna get to a CVS. They keep on, it ain't gonna be no stores to go to. Everything gonna be closed down. Only thing gonna be left open is McDonald's and Burger King. What you gonna do? Go in there and steal some burgers? Like it's getting crazy, man. It's getting crazy. And I can understand that you have to shut stores down due to, crazy people want to steal. They don't want to go out and work and, and earn their money the right way. You know what I'm saying? And buy the things they want. They'll rather just take and steal because they lazy. They don't want to do the work. They'll just rather try to take from somebody. Man.
Criminals are emboldened. So it's no wonder that the city has lost an utterly staggering 250,000 residents in the last 2 years alone. So woke ideology has inordinately contributed to the implosion of our cities. But something else is to blame. And this one should hit each and every one of us. Scholars point to the fact that progressives are killing our nation's cities precisely because conservative politicians are letting them. Conservative politicians have largely abandoned our cities. They've turned them over to woke radicals, and the results speak for themselves. One of the reasons why it's so exciting to see the Democrat mayor of Dallas, Eric Johnson, the mayor of the 5th largest city in the whole of the nation, announce he is leaving the Democrats and is switching parties, becoming a Republican. One of the reasons why that's so exciting is precisely because it course corrects this abandonment. Yes, the woke left has made a mess of our nation's cities, no question, but we let them do that. Weak, feckless red state governors have failed to take control of their imploding blue cities. And it's time we did just that. That's exactly what President Trump is promising upon his return. And more red state governors, to their credit, like Texas Governor Greg Abbott, are coming in and enforcing red state law and order in their bluest of blue cities. If Republican administrations stand up and take back our cities, then perhaps the nation our founding fathers envisioned in the city of Philadelphia is not yet lost. Are you ready?
Shout out to Dr. Steve, man. He always keeping us up to date with the news and stuff. It's unfortunate that something like this is constantly happening. I don't know how often that this happened in Philadelphia, but it's just sad and sick to see that all these people are breaking in all these places just stealing. I mean, you think about, you know how much cell phones cost? They literally went in there. You got somebody that showed them had 4 or 5 phones in their hand. One phone can cost you $2,000-$3,000. Some phones $1,200, some of them $1,300, depending on what kind it is, especially if they just came out. And people just going there stealing them. Boy. And that's what I'm saying. People ain't gonna have nowhere to shop. People will literally have to, wherever they stay at, they're gonna literally have to leave town. They go to another town, another state, whatever they're gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to go drive 2-3 hours to another spot just to go shopping. Because everything in their town is gonna be closed down due to all this theft. But hey. But y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about all of this. I appreciate you all for watching, especially the ones that made it to the end. I appreciate you a lot. And like I said, I'll catch y'all in the next one.